1, 2, 3. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountains, shining over river. Life is older than the trees, younger than the mountains, growing like a breeze. Country road, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, my memories gather round her. Mine is lady, strangers in the water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty tasty moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, oh take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, oh take me home. I hear a voice in the morning hour, she calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling I should have been home yesterday. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, oh mountain mama, take me home. Take me home. Country roads, oh country roads, take me home. Oh country roads, take me home.
My favorite family reunion is this one.
We were out of beer. It was Sunday. We couldn't buy beer at Myrtle Beach, and we were in those high rises. Remember the high rises? And we were on this floor, and I was standing with Uncle Joe, and I don't remember who else, Ray Hall. I don't know. We were all standing there, and Kevin had a fishing pole, and he put down he tied a beer to it, and he swung it down over us. We didn't know, and
Laughter.
Can I answer this tomorrow?
No. First thing that comes to your head. Maybe something good.
And of course the food, because we can't do anything without.
All of us were in our t-shirts at Galford.
I can only be digital on my
Fireworks off at Myrtle Beach.
Favorite memories of the beach when we played volleyball, and we had volleyball tournaments with all of Uncle Tim's kids, and then John and I went down and got fish heads. John, remember this? Remember we got fish heads, and we fished with those big gaffing hooks, and we threw them out looking for sharks. Yeah, we did that.
At night?
Yeah, with my son. He was only this big.
So Marianne was making spaghetti sauce, and she was like, "Oh, I need some oregano," and she found this bag, and she thought it was oregano, and my dad was like, "No, that's meat." She's like, "It's not hot," and my dad was like, "Go ahead and try it," because Joe left his bag sitting there. She thought it was oregano. My dad was like, "No, try it." So did she actually try it? She smelled it. She's like, oh my God, what is this? My dad was like, it's weed.
That was the week. That was the year we were trying to get her to try it.
Yeah, and she was like, oh no, I'm not gonna try it.
Now you. He was swinging it.
Okay.
That's my favorite memory.
Stopped there for a day, and then we kept going. Sorry, Richard.
I saw a friend today, it had been a while.
Big wave.
And we forgot each other's names. But it didn't matter, cause deep inside,
Okay, do a flip. Ready?
the feeling still remains the same. We talked of knowing one before you met, and how you feel more than you see, and other worlds that lie in spaces in between, and angels you can see.
That's me.
And all the faces that I know have that same familiar glow. I think I must have known them somewhere once before. All the faces that I know. Here it comes, Mom. And all the faces we see each and every day. When I get home at night, you're the face I need. And when my mind's absorbed on my private little screen, and I'm walking blind through a sea of unknown men,
Your face next.
I hear a voice
Hold on.
there across the street walks an old forgotten friend. We don't have to say a word. It's really better left unsaid. Just lights through eyes that recognize all the faces that I know. All the faces that I know.
No, 59 minutes ago. So they should.
All the faces we see each and every day. When I get home at night,
Oh, what's up there?
you're the face I need. When I get home at night,
Yeah, when you were younger.
you're the only face
I
I
just never been on this
need.
before. Yeah. Is it cool? Yes. Jameson, do you want to do that? Yeah. That's what I need.
Now you. Even with sandals.
Oh, Andrew.
I wouldn't say there's a specific memory. We've had, two that I can mostly remember, which is Tennessee and Myrtle Beach, which was last year. Myrtle Beach was so much fun, and to kind of put it in one memory is kind of hard because there's so many with different people. But I think kind of hanging out with the cousins my age, Kevin, Reagan, Josie, Macy, the cousins on our side of the family, because we all go together really nice. That's kind of whenever we get together. I love the time we have.
Playing laser tag at Myrtle Beach. It felt like it was straight out of the 80s. You got characters on all your guns, so you could go out and see who you kill and keep score. That was very fun, and I also loved the late night beach walks in Myrtle Beach. Those are very fun.
Lake Chautauqua in 1990. This would be with my family from Youngstown, including my brother Joe and my brother Dan, videotaping with a 8mm camera that was as big as a spare tire. And my brother Joe pulls out his belly and says, "We're here at Lake Chautauqua," and started mimicking. And Kobe Zamfir was rolling around in the grass. And it was a beautiful spring morning. That was one of them, with my mom and dad. My second would be favorite when we were little. All of them are great, so I won't discount that. We would go to Lake Arrowhead with my Uncle Mike's canvas tent, and it was kind of a 3-day ordeal, and eat too much and swim, and then all the old people would drink brown liquor and smoke cigarettes, and the kids would be on their own for about 8 hours, unsupervised. But those were fond memories because I was little, and then family members that aren't around anymore. So those are my family reunion memories that mean a lot, along with many others.
All right, so you want my glasses? I don't have my makeup. I'm definitely not on those cameras. Hello, everyone. I loved having Aunt Marianne around because wherever she was, everybody else was. Doesn't matter if we did a beach trip, anything, you know, just getting together in Ohio. I just love that wherever she was, everybody kind of congregated.
So I enjoy every time that we all get together as a family. There's all kinds of games that we play, whether it's card games, catchphrase, Zoomy, whatever.
I like when we gather together and eat meals as a family.
With the girls, whenever we all just pushed our beds together and a whole bunch of girls like hung out in our room. I don't know. Like, that's my favorite part of seeing everybody at all the vacations.
My favorite memories with family is when we play games like putt-putt and we do the pool tournaments.
There was a time like 16 or 17 years ago at the beach where everybody was pregnant. Mary, Erin, and Mandy. There's a bunch of pregnant people, and I was like not having kids at that point. Anyways, they all sat around and talked about advice for having kids, and I wish I'd paid more attention. It turned out there were two sets of twins, and then Alex, Aiden, are all born after that. They were all, that's why they're all the same age now. So that was a fun day, and it was Grandma and all the aunts.
Like a north wind whistling down the sky. I've got a song. I've got a song. Like the whippoorwill and the babies cry. I've got a song. I've got a song. And I carry it with me like my daddy did, when living the dream that he kept hid. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. Like the fool I am and I'll always be. I've got a dream. I've got a dream. They can change their minds, but they can't change me. I've got a dream. I've got a dream. I know I could share it if you want me to. If you're going my way, I'll go with you. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by. One more time. Moving me down the highway, rolling me down the highway, moving ahead so life won't pass me by.
I think probably when we were at Myrtle Beach for the reunion, there was at the beach there was like there had been like a warning because there had been a bunch of jellyfish, like dangerous ones, and
So Andrew and Zach were like really far out, and I was like, I'll go tell them. And I swam out, and I didn't want to say it correctly because I like to say things wrong. And so I said, "Watch out for the jollyfish," and they couldn't figure out what that meant for half a year because I met up with them I think it was golfing or something, and they were like, "Oh, you meant jellyfish, didn't you?" And I love that.
Have I told you lately I'm grateful for mine? We'll walk the notebook for the 17th time. I'll say it's stupid and you'll catch me crying. We're not making out on a boat in the rain or in a house I painted blue. But there's nothing like doing nothing with you. So shut all the windows, lock all the doors. We're not looking for no one, don't need nothing more. You'll bite my lip and I'll want you more until we end up in a heap on the floor. You could be dancing on tabletops, wearing high heels, drinking until the world spins like a wheel. But tonight your apartment has so much appeal. When we start, we go.
Nice.
And there's nothing like doing nothing.
Well, she's mad at you.
You did it!
Emma, do it again. Go ahead, do something fun. That was not fun. My favorite family reunion memory is from Myrtle Beach. The year Grandma went, Grandma Mary Ann. And I was standing with her at the top of the balcony, and I can't remember who else was there, but a lot of you and a lot of Morrises were down on the beach, and we were looking at everybody over there. And she said, "Chris, I created that." And I will never forget when she said that.
I don't think it's ever been one specific. It's always just getting together and the laughter. My favorite memory is always going to Mary Ann's house, and as soon as you walk in the door, you just feel like you can kick your shoes off and be comfortable, and it's welcoming. I have always wanted my house to be that way. I've always tried to make my house that same warm welcome, that the kids could bring their friends home and they just felt welcome and invited, and we always felt that way going to Mary Ann's. I mean, we could unannounced drop in, knock on the door, and she'd be like, "Yay, come on in, come on in." You know, she just, it was always just, it's welcoming. And I hate that my kids never really were old enough to experience that and see what that is. They've heard the stories. So I just liked family gatherings where we were all there, and the laughter and the stories. When all the siblings, Mary Ann and Dad and Tim, and they'd tell stories, and unbelievable stories. So my favorite memories are those.
I want to be in touch with every family member. I want to know the oldest, and I want to know the youngest. And I want everything in between. Be like ping pong balls sitting on mouse traps, and I toss the first ball. So everyone knows each other, and carry that on. That's going to be your responsibility. Not to do it for me, but because it's the right thing to do. And that's how family should be. Anything less than that is dysfunctional.
Do you know how long you guys have all been somehow getting together? With
my family.
Carol and I had moved to North Carolina. We'd been down there 10, 12 years. And I would drive up and visit your mom. She never drove back down, but so then I started trying to get a get-together where we could all come into a neutral area and nobody had to be responsible for showing a good time to anyone else. So we kind of chose the beach. Everybody loved that. And I picked on Trish and John, your Uncle John. And the two of them needled the hell out of everybody until finally, and you know how hard it is to get your family together. We finally got them all together. We made reservations at the beach, and we had a glorious time, including your grandma, including you, and how you were just a baby the first time we came down there. And everything clicked because genetics demands that. It's not a matter of whether the Potkanowicz will get together with the horses. Oh, hell no. And so, in establishing that, everybody had such a good time. And your dad, I remember, said, Uncle Tim, do you think we could come back here again sometime? I said, it's not my beach. It's you. You can come back here anytime you want. And it's funny that I remember your mom and dad saying, we want to raise our kids the way you've raised yours. And I said, don't look down, but I raised my kids the way your mom raised your kids. Anyway, I feel very strongly about family, and I think if I am admired, it's for that. It's not that I'm so different, it's that I'm so much like your mom or your grandmother. We came from such a dysfunctional family that we all turned our backs on that and said, we've got to do better. And I think if you look at your Uncle Dan, he did a great job with family. Your Uncle Jim, myself, Uncle Terry, and your mother did the best job of all. I mean, your grandmother. And so how could I not carry that on? If I, for no other reason, I'd do it for her. And that's where I stand in the family. Not as the godfather, as your dad keeps referring to me, but as a historian.
Historian.
I want you kids to understand the history, where you came from, what you're made of. I'm sure you find out the Polish heritage, right? But there's another side to you. You feel it, you'll know it's there. But Carol and I are just there to fill in, the blanks. And that's it. That's where I stand. That's what my life is.
That was beautiful.
Since I have more history, I will pass it along. You kids are the future. And if I pick on you, it's because I love you. I want all of us to love each other the way we should. And carry that. You'll have children one day, I hope. And you'll want them to know the feelings that you've experienced. And these gatherings are just such a lot of effort. And we can't always, all of us, do it. We do our best. And then we tell the ones that couldn't make it what a great, glorious family. Like every one of us brings so much to the table. And it's so varied.
It's a pretty full table.
You want to miss that.
Yeah.
I love them.
You love your family? Yeah?
Sitting around the bonfire and singing and hanging out and talking and telling old stories and memories.
How I came into the family, and everyone was so welcoming from the start. But ever since, we've always done adventures and experiences that I've never done, which is so cool because they think it's so shocking that they're like, you've never done this? And I'm like, no. But just always that we make an effort to get together. We always stay in touch. We try to make an effort to travel, to see one another, the adventures while we're all together, always eating together, staying together, and just welcoming Kobe and I into the family. It means more than anything in the world to me. Having everyone at our wedding was probably #1 top memory, just because everyone traveled near and far, and we all just got to celebrate life together, and Bernie and I became one, and I don't know.
Yeah, they're in a little pocket, and you can sort of get it.
Aiden, did you get these out of 12?
Yes.
No, just take it. It's for the Alfredo.
Don't care if you say goodbye. We both know that would be a lie.
Probably has to be the escape room when we all went as a family. It was normally you can go to escape room and it can be challenging or frustrating, but when we all go together, this pretty much kind of goes for anywhere we go together. It's just non-stop laughter. We figured it out, I wouldn't say so fast, but all of us were working together, laughing, screaming, and it was a little bit chaotic, I will say, but that's our family, you know. And it's I wouldn't have it anyway else.
Everyone is, I guess that's family. Because it could be anywhere as long as you have your family. And I actually heard a saying, and it reminds me of the Potkanowicz family, that you know you're in a good family when you can't tell who the in-laws are. And that made me think of you.
Girl, I need you with me every day, everywhere I go.
Family is a group of people that love each other, that care, look out for one another, want the best in one another.
Girl, I need you with me.
You let people know your expectations.
Up on the clouds that we created. Don't have to be so complicated. 'Cause when you're looking down, all your problems seem so small. When what you need is right beside you. When you're not looking but it finds you. You realize you're living a good life. You already have it all. Nothing's gonna bring us down, oh no. No one's gonna stop us, here we go. Oh, it feels so natural. Just you and me on
Family
top
needs
of
to
the
be
world.
a
Doesn't
place
even
that
matter what we do.
feels like
I can spend forever here with you. 'Cause you will always be my girl.
unapologetically be yourself, make mistakes.
So when troubles come, just hold my hand. I'll be your king of the hill.
And I feel that every day within my family, within these family reunions. I look forward to our memories and our time spent together always. I think the best way to describe it is something that a wise old man has told me, is that we aren't much to look at, but no one to love. I don't think that can be more true for us.
I mean, family to me is really just like a safety net, I guess you could say. Like if you ever get in trouble, you have someone around that you can fall back on and stuff, and like no matter what, you know that they're there. And that's always a comforting thing to have, just to know.
Sticking together, because as you grow older, you start to notice that the world doesn't have your back. And something that's just so great about this family is that we always have each other's backs. No matter where we are, where we go, what happens to us, we're always going to be there for each other. And as I grow older and wiser, I start to learn and appreciate and respect the large and loving family that we have. And I think it's just like togetherness and really a brotherhood and always having each other's backs is what family really means to me.
Being all together is really good about family. People that are always there for you. People that help you and care about you. People that love you.
Feels almost like that's a loaded question because this family, everyone here, everyone that's probably watching this video right now, has got has redefined what family means to me. Growing up, you know, there was a lot going on in my family. Sometimes good and sometimes bad, but this family here has changed everything as far as my view of what family is and what family can be. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you.
When you feel your world shaking, and when you feel your faith fading, and when you feel like love's taking way too long, baby, hold on to me tighter than your sweetest memory of you and me. When you're looking for an open door, but it seems so out of reach, yeah, baby, hold on to me, on to me. Life can weigh you down like a stone, and it can bend you, break you, leave you skin and bones. It's a long and winding road, you don't have to walk alone. So baby, hold on to me, on to me, tighter than your sweetest memory of you and me. A place to lay your troubles down, that's what I'll be. So baby, hold on to me, on to me, yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on to me. Hold on to me. A place to lay your troubles down, that's what I'll be. So baby, hold on to me, on to me, tighter than your sweetest memory